Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan mandated it to, among other things, deal immediately with load shedding issues, as well as ensuring that energy supply is reliable in the medium to long term. However, the DA believes that the board is far from reaching these goals.
The much-touted target for the hugely increased energy availability factor is clearly pie in the sky. Firstly, the inclusion of non-coal technologies presents a distorted picture of the EAF, and the coal EAF is also open to manipulation like it was during state capture, where the units were run at breakneck speed without regard to mechanical failure or required maintenance.
The ACDP says while it appreciates that the board inherited an entity that was in a state of crisis, it must move at a faster pace.
We believe that far more could and should have been done to improve the energy availability factor and reduce load shedding. All indications are, however, that load shedding will be with us for a long time to come, despite assurances to the contrary. It is then imperative that Parliament, and in particular the Public Enterprises Portfolio Committee, holds the board and the Minister accountable for the poor state of affairs at Eskom.
The Al Jama Party says the board has made steady progress. However, there's still a lot that needs to be done.
We are obviously looking forward to the board in the next 12 months improving their productivity. They are laying foundations and frameworks for the future, but with the load shedding crisis that we have, they need to speed things up. And so I would say that the Eskom board has done steady progress over the past 12 months, and the nation must be proud of them, but they have to do much more.
Eskom says the board took over the reins when the energy availability factor was hugely impacted. It says this was due to units at Kusile power station being out of service, while at Kubek nuclear power station there was going to be a replacement of steam. The power utility says its performance is on the right path.
That with all the work we have done and we are busy doing, we are aiming to implement lower stages of load shedding during this period of the summer month, period, and not to exceed stage 4. We also showed our performance in the past winter, which was better than anticipated, amid the 3 Kusile units and the 1 unit at Kubek being offline. The return to service of the units that were on long-term outages being brought forward as well, and together with the refurbishment projects at Majuba, Kriel and Tutuka power stations, further going to improve our energy availability factor.
The power utility says the units at the Kusile power station will be returned to service earlier than anticipated. Lula Mamatya, SABC News, Parliament.